I was in situations like motherfucker talking to me crazy, and I gotta really sit back and, okay, let me think about this. I'm on a non-guaranteed, okay. He did say something crazy to me. If I was on a guaranteed, I probably would have punched him. But I'm on a non-guaranteed. And if I punch this motherfucker, the team don't give a fuck about me.
Getting non-guarantees and stuff in the later years, it's kind of like an inconvenience.
It's disrespectful for real. It's really disrespectful. But it's certain things that a player like me can bring to a team that you can't get in one of these young guys.
Like, I know he's supposed to be playing right now. I was supposed to be
So
playing.
are you, bro?
So you wasn't getting hazed and stuff your rookie year?
No, I never got hazed. No, Gil ain't do none of that shit to me. I think maybe the preseason fight gave
fight?
him an inkling of like, when we getting on the plane. I was sitting next to one of my teammates, and I'm like, bro, let me get to my seat. He like, Ron, you a rook, bro. You gotta sit in the back. He trying to punk me in front of the whole team, and I'm just like, bro, I don't want no problems, bro. Please just. And he like pushed me a little bit, so I punched him. And then I put him in a headlock, and then I was just holding. Damn. He like tackled me into the seat, but I'm still just holding him. I'm just sitting there like, I'm not letting go, bro.
The Shaq stuff and everything, did it ever affect you at some point?
It affected me more of, I didn't understand how strong the media was. I didn't realize that people was like, oh yeah, he's horrible. Why is he even in the league? Blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, oh shit, people really think this, I'm really bad. And then the NBA started getting behind it too. And they made a whole piece about it. And they had one episode where it was like top 5 of me. And I was like, bro, I can be the clown in the league, but you're gonna have to pay me clown money then.
Welcome to the greatest podcast above the rim with Dwight Howard, where we hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. Man, we got a crazy episode for y'all today, but before I get started, I gotta give a shout out to Prime. They got me hydrated, feeling, I was finna rhyme, but it's too early for that. It's too early for y'all. Y'all not ready, but I want to shout out to Prime. They hooked your boy up for the pod with these special Lakers edition Prime drinks. So shout out to Prime again. We appreciate you. And for everybody, before we start, I need y'all to hit the like button, subscribe, and, get on the podcast, man. Tell everybody to come watch because we got a special guest today, and I got him a special present from Jake Paul. Let's see, he ain't know that. But we got a special guest today and a special surprise for him from Jake Paul. Bam! Oh, no!
Straight at it.
Yeah. Oh, man, and I got y'all two at home. Everybody, don't play with me today. I'm on fire. Woo! But the phrase of the day is out of the box, and we got one of the best out of the boxers. And we know he can box because we heard from Nick Young, but now we got one of the best. Oh, man, from Michigan all the way here to L.A., it's a reunion. JaVale, give it up for JaVale McGee, y'all.
Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate
And back again.
Two
My
in a
boy,
row.
2 in a row. Lakers all day. Aaron, shout out. Thank you for
sir.
coming back.
Thank you
This
for
is a
having me.
Lakers reunion. And we got Moo, the awareness cam reel, in the building. Oh, man. So we got JaVale in the house, y'all. Thank you, JaVale, for coming on the podcast, man. We had some amazing memories from our time of playing in the NBA against each other, but having a chance to win a championship together. We was just talking briefly how special that team was from the get-go. Mm-hmm. So, man, just happy to have you here.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the invite.
How you feel about that year, man? The being in the bubble. Well, not just being, that was way later on, but just that year, going into that year. How did you feel going into that year?
Oh man, I felt great, man. I knew all the pieces we had. You, Rondo. I've been lucky enough to play with so many Hall of Fame players. Like I played with Gil, Brian, Chris Paul. I play with so many people. So
It's top 5 crazy. Don't get back to that. It's top 5 got to be crazy.
That team right there, though, like it was just so many together, and we was all so locked in on one goal from the jump, from preseason type energy. So
I tell people this all the time. This is a crazy story. The time I knew we was gonna win the championship was before any preseason game had already started. We was in China. We was all in the club, and Migos had a song that just came out. Raindrop, Drop Top, whatever that was.
Bad and bougie.
Bad and bougie. So I'm listening to the song, and I'm hearing somebody rap, but it's not Quavo. So for the longest, I'm like, who is on the mic? It's not Quavo. And I look up, and it's JaVale on the mic. And when I saw him rapping the song, and I looked around and saw everybody on the team in the club, I said, this the year. It's over with. We gonna win the championship.
It was definitely energy. The funny part about Bad and Bougie is for some reason I know every ad lib on that song.
And you did every one. And he did every one in the club. Like, it was crazy. Mama, every single one, he did it. So I'm like, yo, this is wild. Like, we about to win. I think Kuz was he was DJing. So he playing the music. I'm like, this is like a Lakers reunion. That's what it felt like. All the great players from different times and eras in the NBA on the same team with one mission. You got the best role players, the players who have been the top in their position. You got them as role players. You got LeBron, the greatest. You got AD. You got so many awesome players all on one team, and then you got some young guys that can hoop. So it's like it was over with. I knew we was gonna win from the time he got on the mic and did the ad libs.
Did you feel that? Because when you came into the league, you weren't like on a crazy team like the Warriors yet. You played a couple years, Denver, Washington, and then you get to the Warriors, you win, and you eventually make your way to the Lakers. Did you notice, like at that party, for example, that like, yo, there's that connection that the Warriors had, like that sense of camaraderie?
No, not at all. It was different though. The Warriors were a different team and a different combination of guys, and they didn't really go out like that. That wasn't really that energy. It was the Warriors organization has a good mix to where they let the players pick what to do and how to move, and they got some good like-minded players that know how to move stuff around. The Lakers was different just because it was Bron, and then it was everybody else, and we were just trying to figure out how those pieces can mix. Right. And I feel like in the beginning people didn't know that it would mix the way it is. Then everybody just came in so humble. Yeah. It was just like, okay, you ain't got an ego, you ain't got an ego, Brian don't got an ego. None of us have egos right now. So we really just locked in to get it to win. Everybody looked around at each other like,
and it was
let's
easy.
Get it, bro.
It was easy.
It was easy, bro.
It was easy.
Too easy.
Like the way we worked in practice, by the time we got to the game, it was no way teams was gonna beat us.
Yep.
And I felt like we was the one.
I know DeMarcus mentioned he didn't play that year. He was injured.
Yeah.
Right? He said to Dwight that was the best experience he had being on a team in terms of chemistry. So for someone to not play and say that, so was the chemistry? You said it was different. Was that one of the best chemistry put together teams you've been on?
That and the Warriors, yeah, definitely. And it's funny you say that, you would think that like that's okay. Well, y'all won, so that makes sense. But I've been on other great chemistry teams and we didn't win. I think I was on Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. We had some good chemistry too, but we didn't end up winning it. But I felt that same way in the beginning of that season because we were the best during the whole year. But yeah, man, that Lakers team is different. It was definitely different.
Yeah, while we're still on the 2020 bubble topic, we should talk about it. Like, what was it like being in the bubble?
I hated that shit. Yeah. That shit wasn't.
I mean, from the vlogs, it didn't look like it. I know you hated it.
I'm a personal person. I think if the vlogs worked for me just because people think I'm just a big slow dummy or some shit. So they got to actually hear me talking to people, interacting with people, and they was just like, oh shit, like he's not just a basketball player. He's not just out there dunking. So that really helped me. I guess, put my personality out and everything. But nigga, that shit was boring as hell.
Yeah. What made you want to start the vlogs?
I've been doing, bro. When I first got in the league, bro, I played for Washington, right? I wanted to go to college for film. I wanted to go to USC, and I could have went to USC, but I would have had the red shirt. So I was like, I didn't want a red shirt.
Wow.
And so the school I went to, Nevada, didn't have a film school. So I was mad about that. But I was like, I'm here for basketball, so let me just be realistic and lock the fuck in. So then I went to when I got to the NBA, I bought my first MacBook. I had some bread now, so So I went and got a nice little Mac. And first thing I downloaded was Logic, learned how to make beats and shit. And then I had like an editing program too. So I was motherfucking making videos and putting them on YouTube my rookie and sophomore year. And just like funny videos. Like I wasn't really thinking about it. I was young, 20, 19 years old. So I've always been that person, but when I was young back then, social media wasn't a thing. So they're like, man, focus on basketball, man. You doing too much, blah, blah, woo. Now teams coming to you like, do you have a social media manager?
That's what we were talking about,
like,
on the Nick podcast.
Like, it's just fucked up being ahead of your time, bro.
Yeah.
And then getting chastised for being ahead of your time, too.
Yeah, so like when you was doing the vlogs, was anyone saying anything?
No, they weren't saying anything else to do but the vlogs.
Yeah.
Nothing to do, bro.
Nothing.
After the first 2-3 weeks, we had done we had went golfing, we had went fishing, we had drove around on the golf carts, we had went to the pool, we had went to the parks.
It was
nothing else to do.
You ain't want to fish because you catching the same little fish.
Same little fish, putting it right back.
It's 2 fish in there. Everybody catching the same fish, taking the
Same
fish.
fish. We not cooking it. We not cooking it.
Eating everything.
Yeah.
You can't cook the fish, so.
But it's interesting to know that, like you said, being a pioneer, being in the social space, like Dwight, I know Dwight started before the social media, went into the Periscope, and like you said, a lot of people were saying it was a distraction.
Yeah.
So for you to take it to where you took it, and then like what happened with YouTube? Like what made you stop dropping the vlogs?
I just didn't think people wanted to see me going to Whole Foods every day, grabbing food and just going home. Like regular day ain't nothing. I knew people wanted to see what life is like in the bubble. So that's why I was filming everything in the bubble. Like if you look at it, if I wasn't in the bubble, you would watch that and be like, bro, he's literally just in his room in the mirror, brushing his teeth. He's walking around, talking to people and grabbing food. But it was only interesting because it was in the bubble.
Yeah, and
if I did that day to life, bro,
exactly.
every day, you'd be like, bro, come on, bro.
Now, every time you dropped, I feel like everyone who's an NBA fan and cares about social media drop what they were doing and watch every single second. Like the analytics on those videos, like the retention had to be crazy because I found myself watching every second of those videos.
What was your favorite video you made?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
He just made
that
it.
shit shuffle. I don't got no memory.
Welcome to the bubble. That was like the craziest one, right?
Like everything be going by so
Bro,
like.
I don't think people really understand how many people we talk to in a daily basis, bro. Even if we want to or not.
Yes.
Like, first of all, just because we tall. Just that alone. If I have a hoodie on, glasses, they gonna run up to me. How tall are you?
Yeah.
You play somewhere? Like
What
even
you
if they don't
do?
know who I am. So you got that aspect. Then you got the aspect of actually being famous and people actually knowing you. So we talk minimum. I know he can tell you. We talk to 10 people a day, and then that one person will come back 3 years later. Remember when I seen you in Whole Foods?
All the time. How am I supposed to remember that? How don't you
I
remember
did not
that?
remember that.
Then
So
you get mad.
I don't know if it's like a mental memory card or what it is, but sometimes, bro, I delete memories and decide if I'm gonna save this one in my brain type shit.
Compartmentalize. We just talked about that. You
Yeah.
gotta learn how to put, and it's not like you're doing it in a bad way, putting people or things like in these like you compartmentalizing. It's just we come across so many people. We it's so many things that we experience in one day. We can't just
Save it all, bro.
like okay, this is here. We gonna keep it here for a minute. Then we might have to come back to it. But damn, we got all this going on.
And then at the same time, niggas got kids too. So
Yeah.
it's like, bro, I'm trying to remember when my daughter first walked and first said her first word. Like, we got to keep those memories in there too. So it's a lot, like, of mental fortitude to actually be like a famous basketball player, especially tall. At least the short motherfuckers can walk around with a hoodie. Ain't nobody gonna bother them. Ain't no leaving us alone.
Yeah, but what you go ahead.
I was gonna say with the production company, you have a production company. Like what other like films and stuff you thinking about making?
So I'm going all in right now. I'm doing my own show, the JaVale McGee show. That's gonna be pretty fire. It's sort of it's a podcast slash talk show slash like sketch show type energy, and it's really gonna help me put my whole personality out more than I think people even knew. I can act, I can produce, I can do a lot of stuff. So it's gonna really help put that out for me.
Yeah,
That's
speaking
so-
of that, he
that's
got a
so-
Grammy nominated
A song.
Yeah, if y'all want
record
to hear that
and
story. So people always ask me, like, how are you Grammy nominated? Like, how does that work? So the way it technically works is I did a beat on Justin Bieber's album. His album got Grammy nominated, so I'm a Grammy nominated producer.
That's dope.
But the way it started was, and Dwight can tell you about this, relationships are everything, bro.
Yes.
And you really don't realize it early on in a relationship, but later
Right.
on,
Yeah.
shit come back around and you like, bro, I didn't even know this was actually gonna be an important relationship, but it was so organic, and I just stayed a real one through the whole thing. I wasn't fake about it.
Yeah.
So I've been doing music for years, like 10, 15 years type shit, and I knew Justin Bieber's main writer, Pooh Bear. And he's an amazing writer. He's been writing for 20 years, 25 years, and that's his main writer. And every time he'd text you and stuff, he always his tagline is "Happy Birthday." He'll be like HBD. It don't be your birthday. It don't be his birthday. He just say "Happy Birthday." That's his stuff. But it's hilarious. But so I had met him probably 7 years before, and I was like, and I met him through my good friend, my good music producer, Lawrence. From 1500 to nothing, and I asked him, I'm like, bro, I need a writer. I want to make this EDM song, blah blah blah. I need a writer to write it. So he got him to write it. I paid him $13,000 to write 2 songs. Did not use the songs. I wasn't mad about it or anything. I just ended up not using them. But I just kept that relationship open, and I had it was like 7 years later. We was in LA, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna pull up on you in the studio. He like, all right, come. So I pull up in the studio. He like, play some shit. I'm just going through beats and shit. I play this beat, and he like, play that one. I'm playing it. He like, take the drums off, and he's just playing the melody. And I think the melody's like, but it's like some vocals or whatever. He like, all right, just take that. So we take that, we loop it, put it in Pro Tools, and we just write to it. We just write a whole bunch of shit to it. We write a verse, a chorus, another verse, and then I think the rest of the chorus and like the bridge was written later. Bro, he like, and after that, I leave the studio. And I didn't go in there like, yo, we're gonna write some shit for Justin Bieber type shit. It wasn't that. He called me 3-4 months later. And we was on the phone about, I think somebody had like broken to his house, and they had broken to my house too. So we was talking about that. Like, damn, man, what they get, man, blah, 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 that's fucked up, man, woo, woo. And at the end of the call, he like, oh yeah, you made the album. I'm just like, what album are you talking about? The album? Like, I know you're working on a lot of projects with album. He like, the Justin Bieber album. I'm like, that's crazy.
What year was that?
20, I don't know, bro. Don't give me time stamps, bro. My algorithm of time stamps is fucked.
Oh, dang. Shoot, he had that platinum. You had an album that went platinum.
I did, but I just want to say, like, remember, we always get to this, like, how talented players or like NBA players are with other things, like how we can mentally, like, it takes a lot to play basketball, but to also be able to do music, produce, film, all these different things, it just shows like all of us have like some type of gene or something that has triggered, and it's just like, I just call it greatness. And it's not saying that, you know, everybody don't have it. I just feel like
we don't know how to tap into it.
We have tapped into it because of the fact that we got to the 1% to be in the NBA. So like, we have harnessed the power that's inside of us, and now because of that, we've been able to venture off into these different projects. And now you can see that all these players that are playing now, they're so talented that they're allowed to do all these different things.
Man,
and we wasn't.
They allowed to.
Yeah, and it really, like, for us, it made our fan base, the NBA fan base, look at us like we wasn't focused on basketball, or it wasn't our main priority, and we didn't take the game serious because we had all these other things that we wanted to do. But when we say we can do all these different things, we could do it. That's because we've unlocked that potential that's in us. And it's just crazy. Just to hear that, man, is amazing. Like, to have this album, you know, have written a song and have it on Justin Bieber's album.
Yeah, the song is available all the way, just in case you want to look that up. Y'all think I'm capping?
No, that's just amazing, man. Just seriously, like, one, I'm proud of you for, you know, just being a strong black male through this whole NBA process. You played in the NBA 18 seasons, right? 16 seasons. And throughout this process, you've had ups, downs, but you've maintained this levelness about you mentally, which has, people don't, they don't understand what you have had to overcome to be where you are. You got 3 championships. That's amazing. You play with, it's just greatness has been around you your whole life. And so that's helped you tap into it. And then just watching your work ethic, you might not be on the team, but you're steadily in the gym.
Always.
But you're also in the studio. It just shows that. So, big ups to you for that. For real.
Speaking of that, with the greatness, where do you think that motivation and stuff came from? I'm talking about from your upbringing and everything.
My mama for real. A lot of motherfuckers don't know my mama's story and who my mother is. My mother's a legend when it comes to basketball. Like, she's in the Hall of Fame. She's in the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. She won two championships with Cheryl Miller but Cheryl Miller came to her school, to my mama's school. It's not like my mama went to Cheryl Miller's school. You know how motherfuckers transferring and all that. Cheryl Miller came as a freshman to my mama's school, to USC, and they won 2. Her number in the banner, her number in the rafters and everything. She won 2 championships in high school. She went overseas and won some championships, some Euro Cups. Then she got drafted to the WNBA when she was 34. That's like top 3 pick type shit.
Top 3
at 34. And then she coached for the Detroit team and won a championship. So just seeing her, and by the way, she making $30,000 a year, $35,000 a year type shit. Like, she's not. And for some reason, when I was a kid, bro, they thought I was rich just because my mom played basketball. They used to be like, your mom play basketball, you rich. I'm like, bro, do y'all not know how women's basketball works right now?
It's just because she played basketball.
They was like, man, you rich, man. You don't know nothing about my problem. I'm like, bro, my mother makes how much y'all make as a school teacher. Like, what are you talking about? But definitely my mama, man. My mama, just seeing her grind, bro, as a woman too, and raising a kid, bro, by herself. Come on, man. I saw that. And then I also saw that she got drafted at 34 to the WNBA. I'm like, bro, I'm 37 now, or 36 now. I'm like, shit.
How was she doing that? Like, you was thinking that?
I don't know, bro. I have no idea. This is before PT. She ain't had no PT. She ain't had no private workout person. She was doing all herself. She working out on her own time, on her own mental. She ain't got no coach to motherfucking coach her up or nothing.
So that's 34, crazy. When did she play until, like, what age did she?
Like 37. She retired at 36, 37.
But
that was the WNBA. Like, if the WNBA, that was the inaugural season.
Yeah. So that's after she had did all the other stuff.
She playing overseas with me.
That's
with a
all
kid.
I was about to say, you were with her?
Yeah. I used to live in Brazil, Italy, France. I used to live everywhere with her.
How was that experience being able to travel with your mom all around the world?
When I tell you my memory is trash, bro.
I can understand.
So experience those. So imagine those experiences too. So I've been in the league 16 years. So I'm supposed to remember.
It's so much. It's so much.
I've been moved. I haven't stayed in the same place for longer than 2 years, maybe 3 in my whole life.
Yeah,
I've always moved.
Been moving
and as a kid, I never looked at it as, oh, man, I'm so sad I got to move and make new friends. I looked at it like, oh shit, new friends.
It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, I get to meet new people.
So now you done. It's like you done had so many different experiences. It's kind of opened up your way of looking at the world and shaped it. Has that kind of helped you with, how you want to, raise your family and things like that, with also the morals and the things that your mom has taught you, but also the things that you have learned?
Definitely the hard work aspect, but also just the never give up aspect of okay, it might not go your way, but so like it don't go nobody way. Like if you really think about it, I feel like a lot, especially in this generation, we a lot of self-loathers. Like, we like to tell everybody that we down bad. I ain't never been that type of person. I'm down bad. I'm not gonna show you I'm down bad. I'm gonna get right, and I'm not even gonna show you I got right. I'm just stick to what the fuck I know and keep moving.
Yeah.
I'm not about to. We the first ones that, man. Guess what happened, man? It's been hard this past year. I'm just like, whenever I see stuff like that, and no offense to any of y'all doing it, but I'll be like, man up, bro. Us as men, we don't have opportunities to be begging for sympathy.
You got to keep it pushing.
You just got to keep it pushing, because as soon as somebody told me the other day, they said if you ask a motherfucker for advice, they'll give you money. If you ask a motherfucker for money, they'll give you advice. So and I took that as you can't show motherfuckers you ain't got it. You got to show motherfuckers I'm good. I don't need you, but I would love to work with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I would love to do something with you. As soon as you like, I need you, motherfucker like, nah, I got a lot of people that need me, bro. I don't need that. I need somebody that wants to work with me. We can build something.
We can build and grow together.
Yeah.
That should be the whole game plan.
Whole time, bro.
Yeah. Dang, man. Woo. It's tough. It's tough. Like the position that we've had to be in, like you said, like even with the memories.
And we've talked about that a lot. Like, it's so much stuff that done happened that we've had to try to remember. And then having our kids and try to remember talking about games and situations. It's been so much. So, man, you can stress out a lot if you want to. You can allow that stuff to stress out. But people be like, how come you always smile? And I'm like, man.
Life good.
Life is great. I'm alive. What I got to be, it's not because I have money and nice things. I work for it, so I deserve what I have because I actually put in every ounce of sweat. Everything that you see is because I done work for it. It ain't because I'm trying to show it off. It's because I actually
put your body through hell.
Yeah, I put my my body, everything. I done sacrificed everything so I can.
And
get
the crazy part, bro, you play with niggas like Yao Ming, and you play with real bigs.
Yeah,
like big,
and
big.
People, and I'm not 7'2",
no,
7'3".
You a solid 6'9.5".
I wish people would know that,
strong
man.
as an ox, but this motherfucker is a solid 6'9.5", dominating.
And I'm playing against these. Come on, man. And it's a lot. Back then was way different. When we started, back then was way different than. And the game progressed, but like the physicality. But I think the work ethic is something that has separated all of us, and that's what's giving you longevity.
For sure.
And you learned that from your mom, and you just carried it on. And I see you've been working with your daughter with basketball, and I've seen her progression and all the things that she can do, and she has that mindset. And it's like, it's so amazing to see, these different aspects of you, and we can't wait for your show. So you can show the entertainment and that other side, because I think you showed it on the basketball court and you tried to do it in your artistic way, and I see everybody when they're playing, and that's an art form. The way they playing is an art, but we played in the era where personality was not cool.
No,
you throwing the ball off the glass and going to dunk it. That's showing how free you are on the court. You bringing the ball up the court, doing all that, that's showing, hey, man, I'm so comfortable in this. I can do this in front of anybody.
20,000 people.
With
no fucks given.
You got penalized for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people look back and say, man, what is he doing? Instead of like, man, that's crazy. Look what he's doing. He's showing off his artwork, to the world. And now we're going to be able to see it in so many different ways. It's amazing.
What's free agency like in year 16 versus like, in the prime, like the different transition?
I mean, it's definitely a different transition. I mean, you're younger, so they're always looking for younger players or whatever. But it's certain things that a player like me can bring to a team that you can't get in one of these young guys, especially one of these young guys that was born in the fucking 2000s and shit. These niggas, they different. They different to where like things bother them more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know how to, and at the same time, everybody don't got to go through this, but a lot of players have to go through, or when they go through it, they quit. Humbling. Being having to, because all of us have egos, or we wouldn't have made it to where we at. But a lot of situations, I've been in a lot of situations personally, and this is what's helped my longevity. But at the same time, it helped my longevity. I've been in situations where I was in situations like motherfucker talking to me crazy, and I gotta really sit back and okay, let me think about this. I'm on a non-guaranteed. Okay, he did say something crazy to me. If I was on a guaranteed, I probably would have punched him, got a nice little fine, and been straight. But I'm on a non-guaranteed, and if I punch this motherfucker, the team don't give a fuck about me. It's gonna be the end of my career.
Yeah.
So everybody has those humbling moments. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like when you have those humbling moments, those are the make or break moments. for most players. Some motherfuckers
Right.
say fuck it and they steal that motherfucker and they career over. And you like, why would you do that? Why would you do something like that? It was because that was one of those humbling moments where he couldn't handle
He
it.
couldn't take that
I know.
pressure. Yeah, the
I
ego
know.
got the best of him.
I know DeMarcus and Dwight talked about this on an episode about, getting non-guarantees and stuff in the later years. It's kind of like an inconvenience.
It's disrespectful for real. It's really
Very.
disrespectful.
Very. And you don't want to say that and all that stuff because you're trying to be politically correct.
And
You're
professional.
trying to do the right things and professional, but it's like,
It's really
that's
disrespectful.
disrespectful, dude. Like, come on, man. You know
exactly what you're gonna get.
you know what's going on. You don't need no film. You don't need to see me practice. You don't need to see me work out beforehand. You know what you're going to get all season. I've been doing this for 16 years.
Consistently.
It ain't changed.
So why do they do that? Like, why do you think they do that?
That's just the way it is. But it's not a bad thing because obviously the younger the player, it's like, okay, well, they base stuff off potential rather than
They sell it at the
the
time.
past.
They seem higher because of they're not looking at what they're saying. Like, okay, this player is younger. They got time to grow. They think that our ceiling is we already
they think
at our ceiling.
ain't no more we can do.
Yeah, and that's just so understandable. And you can't get mad at a team and a business for wanting to do that. But for us, of course, we're going to be upset because we're going to take it personal. This was our livelihood. This is where we putting all our energy in. So, when a team is saying no or any of that stuff like that, you can't do this. Of course, we're going to be pissed off and upset when we know we could. Like, I know he's supposed to be playing right now. I was supposed to be
So
playing
are you, bro.
Marcus, but like at the same time, we have been humbled enough to understand we don't gotta let none of that stuff get us off our pivot, because then it'll mess us up with something else.
Absolutely.
What if he say something so crazy? Now what? He ain't gonna get no other job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers ain't stupid, man. And at the same time, we know what the game is, and we also know how to. Luckily, years from now, because it was year 3, year 4 for me, I probably would have been off the hinges. I don't want to say I was a hothead, but I wasn't going for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But now I know how to articulate more. I didn't know how to articulate when I was younger. It was
just
more.
wanted to fight.
Yeah, it was
get
straight
it out.
violence
Yeah,
off of.
yeah.
I can't. I'm not gonna tell you how I feel. I'll show you.
And that's something. It's crazy that you talk about that with, because I talked to that with my son about, being able to articulate your feelings instead of trying to fight it out or use aggression on someone, and then now you do something that could cost you something.
Cost your life.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to articulate your
I
feelings.
say that all the time that men don't have we don't have the right to be emotional. Like, I know women always saying, we want you to give us your emotions, blah, blah. And no offense to anybody who's in prison, but most emotional men are in prison. If you really think about it.
You saying they reacted off of
They reacted off of emotions. Somebody made them mad, they went and did something. Somebody did that, they went and did something. That's obviously will put you in a bad position for your life that doesn't help at all, just because somebody disrespected you. You get what I'm saying? So it's a fucked up aspect, but hey, we that's the cards that men are dealt.
Yeah, it's like we have to be, as a man, we have to be more logical thinkers instead of being emotional.
Yeah, off of
and
emotion.
thinking off of our emotions, because those are going to change. That feeling is going to change. So we got to think things logically.
And at the same time, that don't mean you got to be soft or you got to be.
Yeah.
You just got to be able to verbalize and articulate your anger.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like
you can hit somebody real hard with some words.
Yeah, for real.
You can do
or you
that.
can stand up or like give them that energy to they're like, all right, he ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, it used to be, we really gonna get to it type energy. But once you start it's a whole different world too. Once you start to learn how to verbalize and just in life, when you really start to learn how to talk to people, it's a whole different world, bro.
I think that changed everything. With everything you do, I think it also help you express yourself. Like when you write, I think that probably help you out too.
For sure.
Writing, being able to express and writing. Moo is also a lyrical genius. He ain't been talking nothing about it. But Moo is a lyrical genius. How many albums you got, Moo?
Shit, I just put out 2 albums.
You just put out 2 albums, Moo?
Yeah, 2 albums.
Why you capping?
You
See, you got that cap on today. That's why you wore the cap. Usually you show the waves that you just ordered off Amazon Prime.
You got them Temu waves.
Man,
Oh my God.
Yeah, them Temu, them straight
He said,
Temu.
yeah, them Temu.
Them
You got
Temu.
the waves off
Definitely
Temu.
Temu.
Them Temu dreads.
Got them
Oh,
Temu
he
waves.
said
Hey,
Temu
don't
locks.
start with me now. I'll give you 50 straight on the above the rim. 50 straight to the skull.
Hey, listen, Nick
Hey,
said
no,
that you was out there.
we heard some stories about you in your younger days. They said you had the best. They said you got the best hands
From that Wizards
for a
team.
big man on the Wizards team. They said you top 3 in the
I got
NBA.
into some physical altercations.
You
I
got
didn't-
it. What's
I didn't
physical
lose, man.
altercations?
That's what Nick said, but Nick ain't telling us who you fought,
Altercations?
though.
No,
I got
so
in the
no
fight.
fights.
I got in the fights. Yeah, I got in the fights.
A lot of fights with a lot of players.
Yeah, teammates.
A lot of knockouts.
No knockouts, but definitely
Just a lot
some
of-
connects.
A lot of connections.
You know how NBA fights though. There's gonna be a couple connects and a breakup.
But see, I could see him winning a lot of fights. I could
He
tell
said he
you
never
why.
lost.
I could tell you why. Yeah, I heard you never lost. They said
Undefeated.
they call you undefeated. He is
But
the Floyd
I'm not
Mayweather.
putting that into the
He is
atmosphere. As soon as
heavyweight.
you start talking about this, nigga,
Somebody
press you
gonna
outside.
try you.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
Somebody like, hey,
that
they
was,
said, I gotta try
that was
you.
the hold me, bro. All right, pow, now
No.
he knocked out. Now I'm on the news. Now
Yeah.
TMZ.
You
at
said
the
now he on the
crib.
news.
Yep.
God damn,
But nah,
I
I
don't even
would
like
see
talking
how
about
he
it.
would be
But-
a hard person.
But so I'm from
Yeah.
Flint, Michigan. That's where I'm from. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I've always been
a fighter.
No, I ain't always been a fighter, but I've always been a skinny, light-skinned, green-eyed, extremely tall kid. So I'm 12. I got 17-year-olds trying to fight me and shit. Cause I look like I'm 17,
Yeah,
18.
yeah.
But I'm like, bro, I am 12, bro. I'm in 6th grade. Like, what is you messing with me for?
And then that's where it started.
So people have always been trying to try me just for being me, I guess. So my rookie year, we went to where we went. We went to, I ain't even gonna say who the player is either that I got in a fight with, but we we went to Berlin. We went to Berlin, and I think like we played the Hornets or something, and we lost one game. And it's my rookie year, so I don't understand that preseason means nothing. Like I thought, like you win, you lose. Like you should feel a certain type of way when you lose and when you win. So we lost, and then we getting on the plane. I think we going to another city in Germany or something. And I was sitting next to one of my teammates, 6'11", forward, and we were sitting next to each other. I had the window, he had the aisle. For some reason, he wanted to play with me today, and I'm mad. And I'm like, bro, let me get to my seat. He's like, Ron, you a rook, bro. You gotta sit in the back. I'm like, my seat right there, bro. Just let me get to my seat. Like he like, man, watch out. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. He trying to punk me in front of the whole team. And I'm just like, bro, I don't want no problems, bro. Please just. And then he like pushed me a little bit. And I've grown up to where like I've never been the guy who like if once you hit me, then it's on. I'm like, you touch me, like that's
That mean you ready to fight.
You ready to fight?
Yeah.
So I punched him. And So I punched him and then I put him in a headlock and then I was just holding. Damn. And then he tackled me into the seat, but I'm still just holding him. I'm just sitting there like I'm not letting go, bro. I'm not about to let. And then I'm like, definitely I'm not about to let go, so he can steal off on me a couple times.
Yeah.
So like Karan Butler and a whole bunch of others of my teammates, they really had to like break us up.
Yeah.
And then I think like Ernie Grunfeld was the GM. And he like, you gotta get to the back. I'm like, I gotta get to the back. I ain't do shit.
You got in trouble.
Like I got in trouble for it. I was so pissed, bro.
So you wasn't getting
You wanna
hazed and
guess
stuff
who it
your
is?
rookie year?
No, I never got
You
hate.
guess
No,
who it is?
Gil ain't do
I'm
none of that
trying
shit to
to
me.
guess why you talking.
Hey,
No, Gil ain't do none
he
of that
said
hating
he
shit
ain't
to me.
get hazed. He put his foot down.
Gil ain't mess with you?
No,
What you told
Ever.
him? You told him like you know.
I think maybe the preseason fight gave
fight?
him
Oh, he
said,
an
nah.
inkling of. Like, I don't think he
He
go
said,
for this.
yeah, we ain't gonna.
He never
we
did
gonna-
none of that shit to me. With Karan, I had to like go get his straws and McDonald's and shit. But I was just like, it's rookie duty, so I respect it. I ain't know shit. But you're not about to like disrespect me or like try to punk me or nothing. I was never that guy.
Yeah,
you
Nick
can't
said he
do
went
that.
crazy on him in his rookie year, right?
You said who?
Nick, Gil went crazy on Nick in his rookie year.
Yeah, Gil was disrespectful as
yeah.
shit to
Yeah.
Andre Blatch and Nick. They was
He said he
like,
went to
man,
his house,
they
right?
do
He went to his house and like,
He
crashing
said he
his
shot him.
cars and
Yeah,
shot
that
him with a
was- that
BB
was
gun.
yeah,
That's
that's
a
what he
lot.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ain't never did none of that shit to me.
I think it was cause like how you when you played and they saw like you ain't care, like, nah, I'm gonna get mine. Then they felt like, nah, he ain't one of them ones to be messing with like that. Let him go. Let him go. Like I be telling my dog behind me, roll off. I see right now he is sick. Yeah.
Kind of look like JaVale.
You got one more. Lisping Larry. This nigga over here lisping now. Come on now. This nigga over here talking like this now. Don't do that.
What did he say earlier though? The fantastic. What he say earlier?
Lisping Larry.
Don't do that now. I got 50 straight for you. Back pocket too. Damn.
Oh, both of y'all writers, that's gonna be crazy.
Hey.
Oh man.
You talked about playing and stuff. Like we talk about media and analysts, how they could draw the narrative about a player.
For sure.
That's not true. What's your thoughts on that?
It's true. They can. They definitely can. Especially if you're young, bro. You're 20 years old, bro. You don't know what you're doing out there.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing basketball-wise, but to talk to the media, you don't know how they going to spin the story. You don't know how to – you wasn't reading articles when you was in 14, 15.
You ain't paying attention to that stuff.
You're not really paying attention to it. Then it comes back to you like, I can't believe you said that. You're like, what'd I say? You'd be like, well, he asked the question this way, so it made me say it that way. But as you get older, you start to figure out, like, okay, I got to keep it plain Jane. Every time I answer these questions, keep it very simple, because they will guide you to the goddamn grave.
And then people think you be mad at it. You be mad then when you start doing that, because at that point you like, man, I ain't finna really say how I feel, because they finna turn my words and twist it into something else. They gonna take this.
How'd you feel about the game, man? I hated it. JaVale McGee hates the organization and cannot understand why he's not playing.
Especially in LA.
Like, what the? I was good in LA. By that time, I knew how to talk to the media, so I wasn't getting that problem.
But speaking of clipping stuff up and everything, it was like something where I think they clipped it and they said you like playing with LeBron more than Curry.
Yeah, they clipped it. Yeah.
What was the actual?
It was. I liked playing on the Lakers more than I played on the Warriors, because I was a starting center and I had more touches, and I had more time. I had more impact on the game. I played like 8 minutes a game when I was on the Warriors.
And it's
10,
not like
12.
he was taking a shot at the Warriors, just saying.
And I was just catching lobs and running the flow. It was I barely worked out when I was playing with the Warriors. I would just do conditioning, hella conditioning, and practice. Because I'm not. If I shoot a jump shot, they taking me the fuck out. Right. So why am I shooting jump shots? So I was all conditioning, because that's all they wanted to do: screen, roll, up and back, catch lobs. Draymond, Steph, Clay, they all throwing lobs. So I'm like, I'm not about to be in here working on jump shots. Like, for what? Like, I'm not getting those opportunities.
I was stubborn with that. I used to want to try to shoot in practice every day.
But you was playing though, and you was a starter type energy. I was a nigga. If you don't run and catch these lobs, we won't play you. So mine was more of a fight or flight type energy.
What do you think the biggest misconception of you in the media was?
The biggest misconception, I was dumb. I feel like a lot of people think I'm dumb or something. But when they talk to me, they realize I'm low key probably smarter than them.
But what
that
that
pissed me off. Just watching how people tried to talk about him because of how the media tried to shape how he was as a player. They only tried to show, bloopers or him messing
like Shaqtin
up.
a fool and stuff like that.
That's a part of it, but just anything that was in the media, it didn't show him in that light.
It never showed nothing positive.
In a positive
I don't care
light.
what I did.
It was always, trying to show him, in that kind of manner. But now you see. And I hope people get a chance, from this show and the things that he's about to do and the things he's already doing, the other side of him. And that it's unfortunate that we came before our time, because the stuff that, he's expressing now, these are things that he was doing early in his career, like he said earlier in our conversation. Like, he been making vlogs since he got into the NBA.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So he's doing all these things, but it was a problem back then. It was a problem for him to be doing those things and showing or being out of the box. That was the phrase of the day, which is also my production company for all you people out there. Out of the Box Productions. I do have one as well. But that's when we think out of the box, when we move out of the box, when we do things out of the ordinary, then it's a problem. And that was a problem with JaVale, myself, DeMarcus. And it's not like you know, we're guys that won't do what it takes to win or be, because we're not locker room problems. All these things that have been connected to us, that's never been none of us. And then we have learned how to articulate that to where we don't let people see it affect us. We keep on doing what we got to do. And that's what he talked about earlier too.
How do you guys do that though? Because the media is the media. That's the world. That's what the
You're
world
right.
sees. It's like, how
And
do you
it
deal with
can
that?
affect you, but at the same time, if we let it affect us, then it'll be stupid for one. And then, like, where's that gonna get us? You know, we gotta keep moving forward. Like, we got kids, we got things that we have to take care of. We got goals, we have dreams and things that we want to obtain in our own personal lives. So why would we let people that's not with us or don't know what we've had to endure to get to where we're at stop us to get to where we're going? Like, this man has played for 16 years in the NBA. People thought that he wasn't going to even get past year 4.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so he's made it this long. He has 3 championships. He's played with some of the best players to ever play basketball in every position damn near. So, and he's been around greatness his whole life. Everyone in his life, his sister, shout out to Imani. She's out in Saudi Arabia right now, killing it.
Played in the WNBA.
Like 35 and 17, played in the WNBA. She just got her, just passed the bar to get her law degree. So, like, it's not just basketball. And they're doing things that are out of the box. They're doing things that show more than just their skills as a basketball player, but a father, you know, a producer, a writer. I don't think he can sing though.
Little auto-tune.
He can do auto-tune. Moo, that's him and Moo. They love the auto-tune.
Hey, so, you know, obviously handling stuff with the media and everything, it comes with maturity too. Like you said, a younger player. As a younger player, how did you adapt, and did it ever affect you, like the Shaq stuff and everything? Did it ever affect you at some point?
It affected me more of, I didn't understand how strong the media was, and I didn't understand that people actually took it serious. That was when it messed me up, and I was like, oh, y'all really think, like, out of this game I did one bad play, but I had 15 and 6 blocks, like, but y'all didn't show none of that. But I didn't realize that people was like, oh yeah, he's horrible, why is he even in the league, blah blah blah. And I was just like, oh shit, people really think I'm really bad. They don't really think I'm a good player. Like, kids coming up to me, Shaqtin' the fool. And I'm just like, that's funny. And then the NBA started getting behind it too, to where they made a whole, you know what I'm saying? They made a whole piece about it. And then what was like the really last straw for me is, I think I might have blocked a shot, went coast to coast, and somebody like undercut me and I missed the layup. I was like, that was a blooper? Was that a blooper? I don't think that's blooper worthy. You know what I'm saying?
They just kept running.
And it was they just kept running and trying to. They had one episode where it was like 5. It was top 5 of me. And I was like, bro, I can be the clown in the league. Okay, you got the WBE, right? You got the villain, and you got the good guy.
The good guy, yeah.
But both are getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I can be that clown you want me to be, but you're going to have to pay me clown money then. You know what I'm saying? And I can play that role. But you're not about to pay me mediocre money and
disrespect me.
Disrespect me and down and push my career down the hill.
You had a great comeback, man. When you got on that damn show.
What?
They said, what do you feel like when you watch Shaqtin' the Fool? You said, I don't watch Shaqtin' the Coon.
So what is it that you like about Shaqtin' the Fool?
I don't watch Shaqtin' the Coon. I mean Shaqtin' the Fool.
Shaqtin' the Coon.
Hey, I said what I said.
Do you think that fan narrative / media narrative can have a negative effect on like the GMs in the leagues, the actual people in the league's minds?
Absolutely, because all these GMs ain't looking at the analytics; they just listening to the analytics guys.
Think about
him. And even if you hear if they see you, they watch TV just like everybody else watch TV. So I'm sure the other 29 were like, okay, you want to. The other 29 GMs were like, oh yeah, he's doing that, and I bet you 10 of them thought it was for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's any opportunity. That's still messing up my opportunities.
And think about him. I was gonna say, like people would say, when they said you didn't want to pick and roll.
That was
But
a
you
lie.
known for
That's
pick and
all I
roll.
did was pick and roll and dunk the ball.
They said you ain't have post moves.
And I
right?
posted up too.
So it's
He
like,
ain't need no post move, goddamn. He was strong as hell, bro. I'm 240, 235 coming in the league having to guard this nigga. Like, bro, for real, bro, this nigga. God, I'm like, God damn, I gotta get in the weight room. He made me want to gain weight, bro.
Damn.
I got to like 280 thinking I gotta get ready for Dwight. And then as soon as the goddamn season started, bro, I'm slow as shit. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, man, this ain't for my body, goddamn. And then the NBA started going towards pick and pop bigs. So I'm like, goddamn, I'm getting big for no reason because these bigs are going away.
Yeah.
You done got big. He done. That's the year
I had got
lost weight.
I lost hella weight because I mean, like he said, but they wasn't allowing us to do the pick and pop
They
big
letting-
stuff
they letting
because
these kids
we
come
all
in here
had
and shoot
already had
everything.
we had already had a narrative of we can't
Bigs
shoot,
don't
we
do
can't
that.
do those things. So they kind of put that away from our game. So now when he do shoot in the game, it's like it's a problem or people are like laughing about it because that's not what he's supposed to be doing.
That's what I wanted to ask about the evolution of the big man and like how do you think that's affected both of your careers and
I say it all the time. I came at the wrong time, man. I wish I was drafted last year or something type shit. Because the freedom that they give kids who wasn't good in high school, they just drafting kids from overseas and be like, potential, hey, he can do it.
Yeah.
If I had my potential in this era of basketball where if you top 10, they basically just give you the reins and be like, shoot every ball, ultimate green light, would have been crazy. But I got drafted to actual vets and blah, blah, so I actually had to work my way up
his
and
way up the chain.
shit like that.
And you played different positions before center, right?
No, I always played center. Well, when I was a kid, my mama had me training as a guard. And I've always had this shit in college. I barely dunked, bro. Like, I was shooting threes. I was shooting
Damn, I
middies.
know that.
Y'all
Throwing
ain't
hook
never
shots.
I didn't know that.
Y'all
Like-
gotta watch JaVale in open runs and not just JaVale from
I got, when you get to the
I feel
league, bro, you
something
have a
open
role.
runs. Yeah, you
have
can't.
a role.
See, that's
I
the thing
understand that part.
but see,
Yeah.
people always get it twisted when they see a player in the league like playing like they saying why he don't do this or why he don't.
He
That's
only shoot
not-
corner
that's-
threes.
That's not what we're.
Right.
He will
that's
get
not
40
what
on
they're
you.
asking
Get a
us
roll,
to
yeah.
do. Like JaVale can hoop. Like you get out there and play him. He got game. He can shoot the ball. He got handles. He can get to the basket, and he quick, agile, got hops, all that stuff. So, it's just with the era that we came up in. Some of the skills that he got, it was not for that time. And just like DeMarcus was saying the same thing. Like, hell, if these two guys was playing now, they'll be top 10. If the way he played, if he was allowed to play the way he played during the summer and
Right.
open runs and all that stuff, who's stopping him? Name me 10 bigs. Can you name 10?
No, I agree with you.
In this era right now, who's your some players that you like? They game.
Like a position or just
centers.
any player?
It could be centers, any position.
I like Jokic's game heavy. I love Jokic's game just because it's so simple, but he always got the ball. I like that aspect, and he changed it to where you don't got to be fast to always have the ball. It used to be where if you a big that's bringing it up, blah blah, you got to be fast and agile. He a little agile, but he not fast at all.
Not at
and
all.
He had his own pace at all times. It's a beautiful thing to see for sure.
Embiid.
Embiid going crazy, but the only thing I don't like about Embiid, and I guess I don't like it, it's just playing against him. I hate that because obviously I don't have a Embiid green light, so you'll stop him twice, pow pow.
But you're not getting the rock
But you
back.
gotta get, and you're not gonna. But then he gonna get 8-12 more attempts at you.
Yeah.
And you only gonna get one attempt,
So
maybe
he get a
two,
chance
and it's
to
gonna be
break
a
on-
live.
when
So
he on defense, he get a chance.
yeah,
to
he
raise.
chilling. He in the
Yeah.
paint, just stepping out
And
of there,
people
get 3 seconds.
And that's what was like for both of us. I know later on in our careers, we playing against these, the prime time bigs, but we not getting prime time minutes or prime time touches or none of that stuff. So they like,
Well, when they played against us, he only had 2 points.
Right,
He
right,
had
right.
19, 20.
I shot 3 shots.
Yeah.
He shot 40 shots.
Yeah, so, but see, like, that's it's,
How hard was it to stop Jokic? How hard?
It's hard to stop Jokic if you just 1-on-1, but that's why it's a team game, goddamn.
That's a fact.
our year in 2020, though,
We did it, goddamn.
well, I thought we did a pretty good
We
job.
did a great job.
I wish we would have got another chance.
Absolutely.
What was it like for you, like, afterwards?
I was in Cleveland, brother. They shipped my ass to Cleveland.
Shit.
I got
Yeah,
traded.
he got
yeah.
traded right after that.
What was that trade? It was for
It wasn't for nobody.
who was it? I don't remember.
He got
Yeah,
traded.
that's
I know
what
I
remember.
know you went to Cleveland. What
I
was the
guarantee
trade?
you won't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you won't.
I'm a pretty big Laker fan. What was it?
Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. And when you look it up and find out, you're gonna be like,
Damn.
You
yeah.
remember?
So I got shipped to Cleveland, and Cleveland is a great organization, by the way.
You played there
For a
after-
second round
I got
pick.
traded to Denver that same year. I went to Denver.
Oh, so you played with Jokic?
Second round.
Second round pick in 2026, and Jordan Bell and Alfonso McKinney.
That's crazy. So how was it like playing with? Well, you played with Denver.
That's
Pop-
crazy. No, the Lakers gave a second round pick and JaVale
They gave
for those
everything.
two
up.
guys.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That's
But it's
crazy.
like, to me, I don't know. And like we talked about earlier, like we know it's their business. But I was real salty they broke us up, like, you know, our team.
It was too easy, bro.
Yeah, like.
We
and,
did
you
it.
know,
We did it way too easy, bro. We was winning easy.
Easy.
We
It,
were
like,
not.
wasn't
There were
tired.
not
Yeah.
close games.
Yeah,
Nah.
you
We
guys
were
were like
not-
what? Like you guys didn't lose after leading after the third quarter.
Most of the games. And
Yeah.
we weren't tired either. That's the thing about it. Like
Nah, we
everybody
wasn't
had
tired.
fresh
I know-
legs
I know
all
you
the way
feel-
through the season.
Why do you think the team was broken up? There has to be a reason.
I don't know. I think maybe like they was just overthinking for real. They was just trying to, you go to casino and you go to like baccarat, you go to a little baccarat table, whatever. You winning, boom, boom, boom. I'm up. Matter of fact, all in. You fucking lose. I just think they was just gambling. I think that's all it is. They was having fun.
They felt they needed to get even better.
They
Yeah.
tried to bring it
Yeah.
back right after that, right?
What you mean?
They re-signed you. And
Well,
then
yeah,
they
But
got-
that's not the same team, and it was already too late.
Do you think it was a money issue? Do you think it had anything to do with money?
Bro, I was making $4 million a year, bro. Definitely had to do with my money.
Because I'm saying like the guys who are now free agents, their value goes up because they're now champions.
I wasn't a free agent though.
My value ain't
what
go up
so what I'm
there.
gonna say, I think
I wasn't on the team the next year.
I wasn't a free agent.
I think people underestimate the value both of you guys had
Yeah,
that year
definitely.
because you was a starter the whole season,
Whole season.
and then you started a few series in the
Yeah.
playoffs and stuff like that. And people try to say, I know like Shaq said this morning. He said
This is a this morning tweet or a comment.
Shaq's on.
this
Yeah.
morning. He said you can't call yourself Superman and have one ring that you was a role player in getting. And when you got the ring, he said you didn't do anything.
That ain't true.
So you
That,
got a
that
response
wasn't
to
it
that?
though. Yeah, he tweeted again. You saw that, right?
You
What
did?
he tweeted again.
Well, you said who blocked someone over a
he
nickname
said-
owned by Warner Brothers. There's no real Superman. It sounds petty. And he's like, I didn't block you. I just don't care for crybabies. Enjoy yourself in Taiwan. I hope you win.
He said that recently.
Today, bro. It was a couple hours ago.
An hour
I
ago, 2
didn't
hours
block
ago.
you. I just don't care for crybabies. Enjoy yourself in Taiwan. Hope you win.
What's your reaction to that?
Did he block you?
Yeah, Shaq. I mean,
Listen, man.
Before you even talk about Shaq, what do you think the value you had, both of you guys had in that
what the
championship?
value?
value, bro.
We won
High
the
value.
championship. That shows you the value
That's
that
straight
we
right
had.
there.
Like
That center position was locked down, bro.
who did we
The
have trouble
combination,
with?
of our stats together, which is what you have to do, because we basically just split minutes.
And we had like
Bro,
it
what?
wasn't no drop off. The energy wasn't no drop
Nobody was
off.
coming to the
perfect. It was
rim.
literally
Lowest rim
perfect.
percentage. Like niggas knew, don't come in there, bro. And then you had AD at the 4, bro.
And
was
we
perfect.
bringing energy every day. It wasn't like we
single
was
day, bro.
we was like
Yeah, we weren't complaining about shit either.
Right.
no.
Like,
You guys
well,
were all
why
bought
ain't get
in.
the extra 2 minutes? We wasn't them people. We was in there. We won. Great. We did our job. We won. Great. We did our job. That's all we were.
Hell yeah.
And we,
It's unstoppable. I mean, like versus Houston, it was like what PJ Tucker was the center.
but we didn't
Pella.
play that series. Against Houston, I don't think me and him played.
We was over there cheering our ass off, boy.
We was on the bench.
40,000
going
players.
It
crazy.
was who's after that? It was
Miami.
We played the next series.
Well,
We played. It wasn't Houston. We played against the next series against Portland,
Portland. Yeah, then it was
and
Denver.
then we played against Denver. We didn't play against Houston because they played small.
Right, they were playing small. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
played small,
And
and
then what happened in Miami?
Miami.
It was bad.
Mark
We didn't
Morris?
play, huh?
Morris?
Morris played a lot because they had a different lineup type. But I mean, hell, at that point, we was already about to win.
Yeah. What y'all beat them? Y'all beat Miami.
We beat them 4-1.
Dang.
Was it
over
4-1?
with.
It was
We
4-2.
4-1.
It was
We
4-2.
didn't
No,
get no two and did we get two? Oh, it might have been two. Yeah.
it was 2. Yeah, because
Where did they win 2 games at?
I remember
thought
Danny
they
missed
won
that
one.
game winner. Remember?
They was on Danny's ass for no
Crazy.
Tell that story. You said.
Yeah, no, I
Reaper
mean,
shooter.
This is crazy though. You can't.
this just
trying to
happened,
act
bro.
like you
This,
ain't seen it.
this
No,
literally just happened, bro.
this just happened. You. Can't,
I was driving away here and I got a notification
You
like,
can't
oh,
call
Shaq.
yourself me. I never call myself Shaq. First of all, never in my life have I ever said or called myself Shaq. I don't want to be Shaq. Like I appreciate his greatness. I appreciate him for being who he is. But come on, man. Like it's just he getting
Bored.
it, huh?
Bored.
It ain't him being bored because he got stuff to do, man. All of us doing stuff right there, but
He's got to patch
come
it.
on, man. It ain't about passionate. What is we passionate? Like it ain't.
We already talked about.
I ain't got no beef with this man, but he is doing a lot. You said it was something else. You can't call yourself me and have
Here,
one
you
ring.
scroll down.
First of all, go up for a
Said
little
it's
bit.
only
Go
one.
up,
Yeah, right
go
there.
up, go up, go up.
It's only one, baby.
You have one ring. Like, what does that mean? Like, cause I have one ring. Like, again, I feel like this is like ego, for real. Like, I feel like it's ego because
play in the media
but
too.
we're talking
Yeah, you
about
know
ring.
Shaq.
I know it's media and all that stuff, and it's to get hits and to talk about all that's cool, but like, we're talking about rings and role players when neither one of us is hooping right now. So who
See,
cares
that's
about
Shaq, though,
who
Shaq.
cares about a ring and a role
Yeah,
player? And
no, I
it's
hear
only
you.
one who baby, and
And yes, I
said it.
yes, I said it.
Oh, and yes, it's only one baby, and yes, I said only one what?
Only one ring.
Only one Superman.
Oh, it's only one Superman.
It is.
And yes,
Yeah.
I said it. Whatever, you know Shaq. That's Shaq, bro. You follow.
I mean,
him.
it's not even
he
that,
pokes
but
at
like,
everybody.
come on,
That's
what
like-
was the other one?
That's his thing.
What was
you
the
can go
other
down.
one?
He just tweeted at you.
I didn't block you. I just don't care for crybabies. Enjoy yourself in Taiwan.
You ain't in Taiwan.
I hope you win. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that I could say, I want to say, but like,
Yeah. Yeah. So, JaVale, I'm gonna ask you just a series of questions, and like these are more quick answer type stuff.
I gotta answer quick. I can't think about it.
You could think. I'm saying like it's not like, oh, let's talk about it for 20 minutes. You know.
No, you guys answer these
You could-
questions,
you know what?
but you can't
Say-
think about the answer.
All right. Who's your favorite
Say
teammate of all time?
Teammate?
Yeah.
Man, that motherfucker change every year. I ain't gonna lie to you. It becomes selfish reasons, and then it becomes how much fun I had. So like,
you have a lot of teammates, man.
man,
Yeah.
that's hard
yeah,
to do.
and when
bro.
you with your
Give
team,
me- I give you
Maybe a
top
couple.
five.
Yeah.
I give
Top
you
five. Top five.
Chris Paul, Nick Young, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson. That's my top
That's
five.
fire.
yeah.
What's the worst pregame ritual you've ever seen?
Pre-game ritual? I don't know. I don't be paying attention to people. For
At
real.
all.
Why you have one?
Minding my own goddamn
I
business.
think for real, like I be in my own shit and I be seeing other people, but it's they pre-game
Yeah,
ritual.
right,
Like
ritual.
I can't
The
say
ritual
that
in
it's
their
real
head.
bad.
What's
Yeah.
your pregame ritual?
Bro, I was you ever see my speeches before the game?
Your speeches?
Yeah, in the huddle. Yeah, of course.
I'm the huddle god, bro.
Hey, motherfuckers! Yeah! It's kind of cold in Philly. Yeah! You know what? We gonna bring that heat. Yeah! And we gonna bring the dog. Let's go around the world that we the best team in the motherfucking world. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, red.
No, that
I get the team so lit before we go
shit,
up.
I was
Everywhere I
just watching
go
the
though,
video.
bro. I remember that. You're like, hey, yo,
Everywhere I go.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I know you were on the team.
Everywhere
That was
I go.
2020, right?
You damn
That
right.
was in the
That was
We
the
got
year
a-
before too.
We added the dog to the doghouse. I remember that. Yeah. Who was that? Marquise Morris. You guys added him.
That was in
You guys added a player. Yo, we added another dog to the doghouse. It's crazy.
My pregame is I obviously got pregame like stretching and all that shit, but that pregame of me getting everybody lit was definitely every team I go to, I bring that.
Yeah, that's his shit right there. If you could dunk on any player, past or present, who would it be?
Y'all mean, man. He dunked me so crazy when I was a rookie, bro. He disrespectfully dunked on me, and there was nothing I could do, bro.
Because he's 7'5"?
7'5", bro. Oh,
You think Wemby a dunk on you?
yeah, I think Wemby dunk on me. I think he'd dunk on everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm delusional now.
You think he could grab the top of the backboard
Yeah,
with two
absolutely.
hands?
Absolutely. I think he can. I want to see a picture of him just jump up there and grab it, bro.
I think he should do that shit
told
just,
us, like,
just to fuck with
And he got
everybody.
and he got hops too, and he not that heavy. He only like 240.
Yeah, instead of
Come
going
on,
to
bro.
dunk, just go up there and put the ball at the top of the backboard.
Yeah, it is crazy.
He tall as hell.
I think he the only one that can do my dunk contest dunk.
The two
Two
baskets. Yeah.
throw it off the backboard with two balls and dunk it. I think he don't.
You got a 50 on that,
You
right?
did 3,
Yeah.
right?
Three what?
Didn't you do a dunk in 3?
Bro, this is all in the same dunk contest, bro. I did all that. Yeah.
What?
I did
He
3 balls.
He in the Guinness World Record book.
Yeah, and it was a Guinness World Record.
Talking about
but-
the doo-doo.
Yeah, dunk 3 in one jump and a single jump, and then I did the off the backboard twice. I did one more too. I forgot though.
He might
I ain't
need
winning.
to be-
They had Blake
He
Griffin
might
with
need
the
to
choir.
be called Superman Hell.
Yeah.
JaVale Superman McGee Hell.
I don't want nobody else.
Joker, because he.
Did you think
You
of all
say he
those?
the
Did you come up with all those
Joker,
dunks
you
by
know what I
yourself?
mean?
Did you come up with all those?
Whoa, awareness,
Crazy.
awareness. Can we change that from the screen,
Nah.
man, please, man? Come on, man.
What
Just
Nick
let the
doing?
Shaq tweet up.
Nigga trying to troll.
You trolling like you did with me last time we moved. That what you were doing.
Craziest trash talker.
Draymond Green.
He go
Yeah, he be
crazy.
talking crazy, motherfuckers.
Favorite city to play in?
Los Angeles.
Yep.
You have
Yep.
Weirdest fan request you ever received?
Weirdest fan
Fan
request.
request.
I don't know if it's the weirdest fan request, but I hate when people be like, "Oh, my brother like you. Can I FaceTime?" I'm like, bro,
That dude
you
be.
about to waste my time? I don't want to talk to your brother, bro. I don't want to talk to your
I'm
cousin
sure you
right
get
now.
that all the time.
I don't go through it. It just be. I be with him.
People
and
be saying some crazy stuff.
we be
My
late and
grandmama
shit.
love you. Can I have a picture for her? I be like, where's she at?
I rocked
oh,
with the
she
picture
passed
for her
away
injury.
10 years
Oh,
ago.
she passed away now.
What she gonna do with the picture? Hell,
Oh, my
she
God.
can't see it. What we taking a picture for 10 years ago? No offense to
Oh,
them.
they asked for the picture
offense to
and the
grandma.
selfie.
Crazy.
Favorite music artist?
Drake.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Who won to
yeah,
beat Kendrick or Drake?
yeah.
I'm on I can't say it because I'm a Drake fan.
He can't say it. You know, you
Can't
just
say
said
it.
it.
I don't even think like it's right to even like.
I don't even know if it's over. What if it's not over yet?
It might not be over.
Oh shit! I see what you mean.
It might not be over. He gave a little hint.
The triple double, right? Y'all, both of y'all got a
doubles with
triple
blocks.
double in blocks.
Mhm.
But you got
You got some backlash for that
I
because
got backlash for trying to get my last point.
yeah, and you're like, what was the quote? Moo, you have it?
What was the quote? You
I don't
said
remember what the quote was. That was 10, 12 years ago, nigga. Y'all be thinking like y'all just got a Rolex and shit.
I don't
said.
care.
I got
you
one.
said,
I got
shit,
one.
I got a triple double.
I
That's
got
real?
one.
Is that
Yeah.
not real? No,
He was like-
no. Wait. Think
He's
about
like,
it,
how many
bro.
guys have a
Think
triple
about
double?
how many guys can get a triple
Yeah, that's what
double.
he
Do
said.
you
That's
think
what
I'm
he
not gonna go
He
and
gonna
try
go
and
try.
get it?
That's what you
Especially if it's
supposed to
just
try
a
to-
bucket.
Yeah.
I get if it's like you got to make 3 threes or something. It was
And
one
it say
bucket.
that when
Absolutely,
when
I'm
the
gonna go
boys
get
be
it.
trying to get the extra
How
rebound.
stupid
I
would
know,
I
I know.
be
People do it all the
as
time.
a
NBA
human?
too, same
Look,
thing.
listen. How stupid would I be as a human if I had the opportunity to do something legendary as get
A triple-double.
a triple double in blocks?
Right.
People don't get that.
You guys both did
At all.
that.
And I had like 9 points. I had 9 points,
Right, you're not-
11
yeah, I hear you,
rebounds,
I hear
12
you, bro.
blocks. I'm like, bro, I need one bucket. I'm going to get it anyway.
did.
I was supposed to quit with 5 minutes left. Like, no, I'm good. I'm a professional in the game. I'm fucking
sir.
23 or something. Come on, man.
No. I got one. I got a crazy one.
Go ahead.
Best brother-sister duo
Ooh.
Me and my sister. I
in
would say.
sports.
Yeah, me and my sister.
in sports.
In sports, like all sports, tennis and all that, like anything.
That's a
in
good question.
basketball.
That's a good question.
And in sports.
In basketball, it's in basketball.
I put y'all in there.
Who else would be in
I don't
there?
really know a lot of brothers and sisters duos, though. True.
What about basketball? Or even like
I don't know no brothers and sisters duos.
WNBA
Just sibling duos.
sibling duos? I got y'all. Put
I'm
my
going me
money
and my
on
sister.
y'all.
I'm about self positivity. You know what I'm
Shoot,
saying?
family
Me.
duos. Your mom.
No.
you're
Yeah.
Olympian, your mom.
No,
I'm
no,
an
y'all
Olympian
not
too.
going against each other. Y'all on the same squad.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with me and my sister. My sister's 6'7", bro. 6'7". We busting whoever brother and sister ass. We just throwing lies to each other.
Wait, how tall your mother?
6'2". Her daddy, my sister's father, 6 foot. My father's 6'8". So
Dang.
Oh.
yeah,
tall
we was
family.
tall. My mama gave us the tall
Nickname for the family, like.
Oh, yeah.
We got a couple more.
Oh, yeah.
Toughest defensive matchup.
Besides y'all mean Shaq for sure.
Yeah, that
That
makes
nigga
sense.
was heavy, bro. Just
Big, heavy.
the weight for me was crazy. Cause I was skinny as shit. Just that NBA.
What was that year when he was in Cleveland or Boston?
He was hella big in Cleveland and Boston. They say he was like 320 up.
Yeah, he was.
It was someone I forget what player, they said that he fell on him, almost broke his back.
I can imagine.
It's
it,
like
bro.
what, 350?
He was like 320,
350,
330. Like,
340.
Whatever.
can you imagine that? Like, hitting you in the post, bro. You got to take it in the chest, too. Like, come on, bro.
That's why I
God
wasn't trying
damn.
to do none of that. Letting somebody like, hell no.
Last question. Who's the GOAT?
I don't know, bro. Are we counting off of championships, or are we
Your
counting
criteria
off
get
of?
3 GOATs. 1A,
Yeah,
1B.
your goat.
Well, I'm not even gonna categorize them, but it would definitely be Bill Russell because of championships. It would be Wilt because of pure dominance. It would be Bron because he's still elite for 21 years. That's insane. And then it would just be Jordan for the culture, just because he really brought. I feel like he really brought entertainment in basketball to the forefront, to where like we gotta wear his shoes, we gotta stick our tongue out and do this position. Like he just had so much going on. That brand was
Do you
crazy.
have Kobe in your top 5?
Yeah, he's my top 5 for sure.
All right, good. No, all right.
Damn, get it out.
We can finish it off with some trivia, huh?
He said he had to make sure he put that in there.
Look, he hurt.
I was just wondering.
If Kobe top 5.
Because he said 4. He just had to say.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
never said a fifth person.
Little trivia about JaVale. So basically, I'm gonna test you.
I have to oh, you asking him?
I'm gonna test Dwight, and then I'm gonna ask you.
Let's go.
3
My
career
own
highs.
trivia of me?
Just career highs.
Oh, our career highs.
I don't
His
even know,
career
bro.
highs.
I don't know.
his
And I'm gonna ask
I
you
don't
then.
know my career high.
All right, so
30 something. I don't know.
what's JaVale's career high in points? Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Oh,
Look at what?
nothing.
JaVale's career high in points in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA.
Where else would it be? I was there for a year and a half.
I would go with 34.
Close. What was it?
I think it was 33.
33.
Yeah.
Rebounds. Same game, by the way, right? Same game.
21.
22?
20.
20.
It's 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20.
you got it.
And low-key, it was the year before the championship game.
Blocks.
The championship game?
I mean, not the championship game, the championship season. It was the year before that I got my career high. 30,
Same
33
game.
and
Dang.
20. The Lakers.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I was on the Lakers the year
Yeah.
before as
Yeah.
a starting
Yeah, he
center, too.
was.
People forget that shit, too.
No, yeah, I remember
Shit,
that.
I forgot that.
With AD, with Bron.
Yep.
You said blocks.
Blocks. Yeah, blocks.
It had to be like 12.
Yeah, I think that
Yep,
was my
12.
career, yeah.
And last
With the
one?
That
triple-double.
was a triple-double.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last one. How many 3-pointers has he ever made in his career?
In his career.
Total.
In the NBA, I'm going to say I'm going to go at 18.
I don't know.
You have a guess?
No.
You don't have a guess?
Uh-uh.
15.
15. I was close.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Take us.
Where you going?
Now, y'all just got finished watching the greatest podcast ever above the rim with Dwight Howard. Want to give a shout out to JaVale McGee, 3-time NBA champ, producer, writer, filmmaker, owner of the craziest cyber trucks in the world. Give it up for JaVale again, y'all. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, continue to watch Above the Rim with Dwight Howard, where we hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. We out. Peace and love. Aaron.
Aaron.
More real. We out.
Peace and love.